What's up, fam? What's up, Rev Gens? We're in the brand today. It's Nick here. I'll talk to you a little bit about how a salesperson sets up their month. So I like to take everything based on a month because that's normally how salespeople are paid, or how I like to look at revenue comp. The reason that's so important is that gives you 12 opportunities to hit your goals. So if you don't hit it this month, you can hit it next month or make up for time. So first things first, break it down into months. How much do you plan to sell January, February, March, April, etc., etc., etc.? Then break down the activity that will be needed week to week and then ultimately day to day. So it doesn't matter what you sell. What matters is your activity to get those sales done and to hit your numbers. So what do I mean by that? You could sell $1 million product, but if you only make $1,000 commission and you want to make, $10,000, you need to sell 10 of those to hit that number. So the numbers themselves aren't as important as the actual activity number of sales. So first things first, figure out what you sell and how much money you make per sale. So for example, with Medicare, commission right now is like $280. It's paid out kind of wonky, but I use that number pretty much as a blanket. So I would say, all right, for 1 week, $280 per sale. If I make 10 sales, I'm making right around $2,800 times those 4 weeks. And, you're looking at whatever that comes out to be, right around $10,000 a month. The reason that you use that simple little math number is I know I have to make 10 sales per week. So 10 sales per week, how many days are you gonna work? Now, some guys will say, oh, you work 7 days. Don't do that. Have a set schedule. I work 5 days. So that means that I have to make 2 sales a day, Monday through Friday. Bam. End of story, end of question. And at the 10 sales per week, we'll say I work 48 weeks. That's going to be 480 sales per year. You can figure out, the income from that really quickly. You can do that with any type of sale. If you sell cars, you sell homes, you sell pest control, you sell solar, figure out those numbers and then work backwards to set up your week. So I know, having said that in my case, I have to either door knock at least 10 people a day to make 2 sales, or I need to run at least 3 appointments that are preset every day to make at least 2 sales. And normally I'll sell more with 3 appointments, but I know I'll always cover the minimum spread. So by setting yourself up to know your activity needs, you can set your metrics to hit those minimums no matter what. And you always want to overshoot by at least 20%. Like I said with the appointments. I schedule at least 3 appointments a day to guarantee 2 sales. I could schedule 2, but you never know what you're going to get. Normally, in a perfect world, I would schedule 4. So if you're selling cars and you have to sell at least 1 car every day to hit, your 30 car goal at the end of the month, which that's not an amazing goal by any means, but that is a goal, then you have to see 3 people a day at the dealership, on the lot, or make at least 20 calls to internet inquiries. Figure out your individual numbers and then compare them to the industry standards. You kind of see where you stack up. This is very important in planning your future so you know where you need to improve, where you can go, and the people that are winning in your industry will leave clues and have numbers. For example, in real estate right now, I know a guy that closes 2 houses every single week and it's just a single agent. He's just one guy. So that tells me he's doing two transactions a week. He's got 2 closings every week. He does a ton of activity, hours and hours of phone calls, cold calling, circle prospecting, doing all of the necessary legwork to get those 2 closings every week. He knows those numbers. He knows on Fridays he's got to make 3 hours of call every Friday to talk to enough people to hit a big enough pipeline to have 2 closings every week. It's only 100 and some transactions, right around 100. But in real estate, he makes at least 20 grand a transaction. It's a no-brainer. The guy's making, buku dollars, but he does the activity and he knows that. If If you look at his schedule, he starts every day, 6 o'clock in the morning, he gets up, works out. By 7:30, he's got his list ready. By 8 o'clock, he's calling people for 2 or 3 hours, making hundreds of contacts and dials to hit his metrics and numbers so that he knows I'll make 2 closings this week. That's 8 closings a month. That's my goal. And then he bases it off the volume. That can be done for any industry. Subscribe below, shoot me a DM, comment what industry you're in, and if you know your numbers. If you need any help, I will break down your numbers with you and go over it. I'm thinking about doing a live video. So see you RevGen soon. Get out there and sell something.